Hello, trading is closed on March 13, 2017. My last call said the most likely occurrence for today was a gap and a quick move outside of Friday's range, and the next most likely thing was we closed a little changed. Well, we closed up 0.87, so that's a little changed. Typically, when that happens, we get a pretty good sized move at the next day's open. I was looking for lower prices, which we had most of the day, and I had a target of 23.6413. That didn't print, so we added to the list. We have this lower target, this higher target. Obviously, one of them is going to print it sometime. Wouldn't surprise me if one of them printed tomorrow, even though it's not required. During the day, MEJT early on said ultimately higher and lower prices would print. Tends to lead to a wishy-washy first part of the day. We got the lower prices. We got the higher one right at the target. We usually get more than the minimum. We got that at the end of the day. Well, there's some mixed indicators here. It's pretty impressive that after this pattern here, which I described as negative, that we avoided a big drop and actually closed up. That's a positive. What isn't positive is we've been going up a day and a half and can't clear this high, and after a rally for most of the day, we couldn't close over this high. It shows a lot of energy expended with nothing much to show for it. Would all be negated if we gapped up promptly and took out this high. But it is positive that we went over this channel I showed earlier. But if this is 5 waves down, that could be A, that could be B, and that could be C for wave 2, or at least wave A of 2. If you look at the Fibonacci relationships, here's A, here's B, 61.8% of A. And then if that is wave C, it's 50%. So they form a nice relationship. And if you look internally in these waves, there are some Fibonacci relationships also. So if that's A of 2, or if it's 2, we should drop right from the open. Now it's possible to count this as a triangle. I don't know if I believe in a leading diagonal triangle followed by a regular triangle. But the only way you can have a triangle after the first wave is if the first wave is A and that's a B. And then you could figure out wave C often is equal to A. I'm not certain I believe that one, but you never know. Tomorrow's pattern, I believe, will start out with a low towards the end of the first hour of trading. The pattern has a tendency to rally and usually rallies into the close. So if we are going to make this thing come true, if this is the end of the move here, there should be a pretty big drop right at the open. So tomorrow I'm looking for a pretty big move at the open. It's not required that the move be down, but even though futures are up, I think that's what's going to happen. If we gap up instead, this isn't the only Fibonacci pattern. If we gap up and we hold it through the first hour and extend gains into the start of hour number 2, we could have a rip-roaring time to the upside, but I'm not thinking that'll happen. I just can't rule it out. So tomorrow's open critical. A big move is expected. I think it'll be down, but it's not a lock. And that's today's call.